Okay, real talk. If you told 10-year-old me that someday I'd be sitting here with my own coloring book, I would freak out. But now it's actually out, and this is a video of me coloring one of my favorite pages. I chose this page because I need to be reminded of what's coming. It's so gray here in Sweden. Even though it's spring right now, the sun is not out. So I need to be reminded of what's coming, and I'm so excited for this summer. And I'm also excited to see all of you color this coloring book. I get so many suggestions from you guys of coloring schemes and what you want to see, and now you're able to actually bring your visions to life and also just enjoy the art of coloring. It's such a relaxing thing to do. And I don't want people to feel any pressure. I don't want people to feel like it has to be perfect. I just want them to, lose track of time, have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever you prefer, and just have a moment. And honestly, I've been enjoying this coloring book so much myself, even though I've already painted all these illustrations. I find it so fun to go back and color in a different way to see what could have been, and also just let myself go loose and not think too much. And a fun thing is that I haven't really seen a coloring book like mine on the market yet, and it's so fun that this can be enjoyed for all ages. I enjoy it now as a 21-year-old. My mom enjoys it, and I think I would have enjoyed it when I was 10 too. Anyway, so the markers I'm using is from Panduro, and they're alcohol markers, and to prevent bleed through, I've chosen to have a thicker sheet of paper underneath, and that's something I suggest people to do because the paper is the Emmzonn standard paper, which means that it isn't the thickest, but it works for alcohol markers and just regular color pencils. The reason I and many other coloring books have this paper is to hold down the cost, so this makes it possible to be more affordable. And if you want to use watercolor, which I prefer to use for my original illustrations, I suggest using the window tracing technique, where you basically trace the illustration onto a thicker piece of paper by a window using it as a light table. My personal preference when coloring is to build up layers, and that applies to almost every technique: watercolor, alcohol markers, and regular pencils too. So I always start out with the lightest colors, and then I build up to more saturated colors. This coloring book actually took way longer than expected. I thought it would be a little project, but it ended up taking me almost months to complete because I ended up having to overline every illustration again, so that took some time, and I also had to do some revisions to make it perfect. Anyways, I'm sure you guys are done with hearing about me talking about my coloring book at this point, so I thought I'd be talking about what kind of inspiration I have when I create these illustrations, because honestly, I've been getting this question a lot, and people are asking me what kind of style I'm drawing in, and that's such a hard question because for me, it's just my style. I don't have a clear inspiration, I don't have a clear influence. I just make this, whatever comes to mind. But I've always had a big interest in fashion and trends and lifestyle and self-care. So I guess that's a big influence. I've been experimenting a lot with different styles. If you want to know my journey, you can watch my other video where I talk more about this. But basically, I get a lot of influence from my style at that moment and what my aspirations are. That's basically my inspiration source. So if we're going to talk more about my style, I guess I can tell you that I've been shopping a lot for summer and spring because I'm so excited, and I haven't really updated my closet in a while. Right now Obviously, polka dots are very trendy. I think red is trendy in my opinion, like dark red. I bought some dark red Chanel ballerinas and I love them. And then I've also been starting to like this zigzag pattern. I don't know what it's called. It's like Missiorni. It was so trendy in like 2013 and I think it's starting to come back and I think I like it. Other than that, I like to just wear sort of timeless designs. Like, I always love natural colors like beige, gray, white, and that sort of stuff. I've been buying a lot of skirts and dresses because I want to start wearing more of that. I've worn so much of like shorts and jeans these past summers, but I want to get back into wearing more dresses. And I also love skirts that have like shorts built into them, and I feel like I'm going to live in those because they're so comfortable and they're so versatile. And then I obviously love pastels. I've always loved pastels, so that's not something new. And yeah, I can talk about fashion for so long. I love analyzing the trends and also like building up a capsule wardrobe and that sort of stuff. Part of me wants to start a separate account where I just like show my outfits and my clothes and stuff like that, because that's a big interest I have. We'll see, maybe someday. It's a goal I have at least. Also, fun thing I've been working on recently is a jewelry stand. It's still in very early stages of the process, but I've made my first try at 3D modeling and I actually loved the result. And I got this idea of creating a jewelry stand with one of my characters, and I've been reaching out to a few manufacturers, so we'll see. It's a very vague project at this point, but it's something I might be pursuing in the future. And hopefully there will be more coloring books, so that's also very exciting. But I think it's very important to just not push myself too much since it's such a creative career. You really need to take care of yourself to not get like burned out, because that would be the worst thing that could happen. I really need to like sometimes take breaks to get inspiration and get more ideas. The thing is that I want to keep this fun and I want to keep this as a passion and not as only a job. It's such a new thing for me, all this that has happened, but I'm so grateful and I'm so glad that people are following me and supporting my dream. Honestly, like, this is a dream job for me and I'm just super duper grateful. But basically what I wanted to say with this is that I think that I sometimes need to slow down with all my ideas, because I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to do, but I also need to take care of myself, so I need to like slow down sometimes. That's what I've been thinking about lately. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I absolutely love you guys. It's amazing that this is possible for me, and the link to the coloring book will be in the description. See you guys!